had put that I wanted to travel. I didn't know how that was going to happen, but it was on there. So this is a great tool. And you can also do this on the internet. You can just Google mind mapping software and create it. I personally like doing it by hand. It's more fun for me. So really important to track your total monthly income. If you're paying taxes, you're doing this anyway, I hope. This is one way to do it in a way that really can create a powerful goal-setting experience while you're doing something that you have to do anyway. So what I do is I do revenue comparison each year. And I can see, and these aren't actual numbers, just so you know, those are just, I put them in. But I can see from my own chart that, you know, whether business has increased, and I can look at it by month. I can also see certain months that are notoriously slow and prepare for them. It leads to preparation. So it's a great thing to get to do in your business. I also recommend tracking your various income streams. And what that looks like is, you know, as pet sitters, we usually have some income streams that are overnight pet sitting, dog walking, cat visits, dog visits. So tracking the different income streams can help you set goals for those different income streams. When I was doing the pet sitting, I stopped doing pet sitting and dog walking myself about 6 years ago. When I was doing it and I was doing this, I ended up having the me category because I wanted to see how much I was actually doing versus how much my staff were doing. And it led me to see when I could shift over to having my staff do all the work. So it's very valuable in that way. And then as far as setting income goals, I really encourage you to do that every month. Set an income goal. If you don't set it, you may achieve it, but again, it's success by accident rather than success on purpose. So one of the things that I do is I write a Post-it note for my income goal and I put it on my computer. And I see it all the time, right? I'm on my computer a lot. And what I say is I have the income goal and I say easily and effortlessly. Because again, it's not about working harder, it's about ease. It's really about ease. I'm all about ease, I'm telling you. It's so fun to have an easy business and life. So, income goal. Let's say your goal is $400 per month. And you charge $20 per visit, and you only do pet visits. So how many pet visits needed in 1 month to achieve your goal? 20, right? So then you're super clear about how many visits you need to achieve your goal. And that's a way to break it down and really get utter clarity. And business owners, because we wear so many hats in our business, we can get very vague when it comes to money. So it's about having clean, orderly, and accurate records, and in a way that's going to inspire you to success. And for me, this really inspires me. It's a way for me to easily and effortlessly set goals. Value-driven goals. Very, very important. So again, it's about aligning who you are with what you want. If we don't align who we are with what we want, we're either probably not going to accomplish it because our heart's not going to be in it, or we're going to accomplish it and it's not going to be meaningful for us. So when you look at your values, what happens is you start to align who you are with what you want. So some of my values are connection. 2 of my values on here are connection and freedom. I used to say love was my value. It was a should. It was like a should. I should say love. That should be the most important thing for me. And it is love, but love in the form of connection. Like that has more meaning for me. So that was really helpful when I started to see that connection was really where it was for me. And I started naming that. Like I took love off and it was connection, and things shifted in my life as a result of that. And then freedom. that's one of them as well, and that led me to go on my trip. So what I want to say here is that I don't have a handout for y'all because the handout that I have is quite lengthy and I really want to save a tree, and I'd love to email it to you. So if you're interested, let me give you my email right now. And let me tell you what it is first. It's a goal-setting workbook. Some of you may have it, but I'd encourage you to email me anyway because I'll be happy to send you the values list. The values list. So you'll be able to get a list of many values and be able to figure out your values from there. So my email is success@sixfigurepetsittingacademy.com. And I will send that to you. And if you didn't get that, talk to me after. I'm happy to give it to you again. So once you've figured out your values, then you're ready to look at the different categories you want to set your goals in. There's so many categories to choose from, right? Here are some. But what happens as business owners is often we set business goals. We're really focused on our business. We're not really focused on our life. And that leads to not a fun life. And nobody's going to want to hang out with you. So maybe that'll motivate you even more. A way that you can diversify your goals is to look at the different roles that you play in your life. So yes, you are a business owner. Yes, you are. And you may be a mother. You may be a wife. You may be branching out into a new experience, like maybe you're going to become a dog trainer, so that's a new role that you're stepping into. And you don't even have to have that role yet. It could be a role that you want. So at that point, create that role for yourself and say, I'm stepping into this role this year. I have no idea how I'm going to do that right now, but I am going for it. And write down that role. And then from there, you'll be able to create goals that are in alignment with your roles and your values. So achieving goals. Commitment. Commitment is everything. If you don't have that, it's going to be hard to accomplish your goals. I love this. You're either in or you're out. There's no such thing as life in between. It's like having your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. Where are you going with that? You're like stuck. You're stuck. So, and it's like you can't be a little pregnant. That's commitment. You're committed to having a baby, And your business can be your baby. You're launching something. You're creating something. I've really thought of my business as a child. It's 16 and a half years old now. And that's why I was able to go away, is because it's a teenager. And I am cutting those apron strings, okay? It's still my baby. It will always be, whether it's 100, when I'm 100 and whatever. It'll always be my baby. But at some point, it's like, okay, sweetheart, it's time for you to, fly the nest a little bit here. So commitment, be committed. And I came to a point in my business, and it was after 9/11 when business wasn't working for me. I wasn't successful on purpose, and so I wasn't really achieving much in my business, even though I'd had some success at that point. I didn't want it. I didn't want my business. I was considering selling it, and I remember talking to a friend and saying, I think I'm going to sell my business. And he's like, what are you going to do? And I said, oh my God, I have no idea. I mean, almost my whole adult life I've run this business. And so that motivated me to look at, okay, maybe I will run my business in a different way that works for me, because this isn't working for me. I'm working 14 hours a day, not making any money somehow. It's like, how did that happen? How does somebody work 14 hours a day and not manage to make money? It's weird. But that was happening for me. So what I had to do, not what I had to do, what I decided to do was I decided to commit to my business for 1 year. And I gave it everything I had. everything. Now, that does not mean I put my family and my friends on the back burner. I continued incorporating my life into that, but when I was working, my focus was business. And I opened up to doing business in a new way and really looking at how can I make this business work for me? Because if I don't, I am going to sell it. And somebody will be a very happy business owner of this business, and I will be doing something else. I have no idea what. But I cannot keep doing this. It's not working for me. So I made that commitment, and you know what? In a year, I doubled my income. And I went from working 7 days a week to working 3 days a week. That was the transformation for me. And I love my business now. Very happy. We have a good relationship. Achieving goals. So written goals. They've done study after study about the importance of written goals. Write them down. Take them from here to the paper or to your computer. And if you take them to your computer, print it out. Put it where you can see it every day. It's like my mind map that the woman created for me. It's there. It's in my office. It's huge. Can't miss it. And it's, sometimes I don't even see it anymore. It's just there. It's a part of my furniture almost. And yet it's working me. It's like through osmosis. It's there. It's calling me. And I'm taking action as a result of that because it's there. So the power of the present tense, I can't say enough how important it is to really name your goals in the now. It's not about I will. It's not about someday. It's like I earn $110,000. Okay? It's I earn or earn. Just earn is now. Now. The brain responds best and immediately to messages of the present right now. What that means is you'll take action from the place of now. You're probably not going to take action from a place of I will. It's going to be out here. But when you're in the now, you're right there, ready to go.